Hello everyone, my name is Christy Lynn and I am an author and illustrator. So as you can probably tell, I really like books, but I have a problem of having too many books to fit on my bookshelf. It is only a few days into 2026. I don't normally make New Year's resolutions, but I have so many books that I need to do something with them. I need to start reading them so that I can just have my favorites on my bookshelf, because right now I have so many books that they don't fit on my bookshelf. I have a whole line of books sitting out on my desk, and I have another 2 smaller stacks of books that need to find a home. So I'm not able to really use my desk right now. I can use a little bit of it, but I have to shuffle things around to be able to use it. So I thought, as a New Year's resolution for this year, that I will try to read 1 book from my bookshelf each month. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write down the title of all the books on my bookshelf that I need to read. So I'm going to be excluding books that I've read already and I want to keep, books that I know I'm going to keep no matter what, even if I haven't read them yet. And I'm not going to put any of my children's books or collectible type books on there. I'm only going to be reading the ones that I'd be willing to part with if I don't like them. So I'm going to write all of the books down on a piece of paper. I'm going to cut them up and then I'm going to put them into this little makeup bag. I was looking for a jar or a box, but I couldn't find one in my room, so this little bag will have to do. Each month I will pick a new book from my bag and I will read it. I also excluded some of the books that, if they're in a series and I have book 1 and book 2, I only wrote book 1 on there, and then I will just read book 2 for the next month or at another time. So the rules for my little bag are that each month I'm going to pick 1 piece of paper out of here with a book title. If I don't want to read the book that I pick, then I have 1 more chance and I get to draw a new book, but then I have to read that book. So if I don't like the first one, then I have to go with whatever the second one is. If I find out later that the rules are a little bit too hard for me, I might change it up a little bit, but for right now I'm going to try to stick with that. I have a lot of book titles to write, so let's get started. gotten all of my books cut up into little pieces. I'm gonna fold them and I'm gonna put them into this bag. Alright, I have my bag here. I'm gonna shake it up. Kind of nervous. I don't know why. I'm afraid I'm gonna pick something that I won't like. I'm gonna mix it up. All the Stars and Teeth. So I've heard this was a good one, so I'm actually kind of excited to read that one. Here. Right, so this will be the book that I read for January. So I'll go ahead and read what it's about. It says it's this girl who's a princess of a kingdom, and she has magic, and she has to prove to everyone that she's capable of protecting them and being strong with her magic. And when she's demonstrating what she knows, something goes wrong and she has to flee, and she strikes a deal with a mysterious pirate, and he's gonna help her prove to everyone that she is fit to rule, and she's also going to help him, it says, reclaim his stolen magic. And they encounter different monsters and mermaids and things along the way. So this sounds perfect and right up my alley. I've heard from others that it's a really good book, so I'm excited to read this one. So I'm thinking maybe each month I will do another pick and show you which book I get, and do a little update on how the previous month went, so that I can keep up with it and kind of hold myself accountable for actually reading the books that I pick. I'm glad that my first pick turned out to be something interesting, and it sounds really good, and I'm excited to read it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.